Pull up, grab the fuel nozzle, and get ready to fuel up on trends and strategies to grow your travel center business in this episode of the Truck Stops Here, brought to you by NATSO. Now, here's your host, Amy Toner.
Hello, and welcome to today's episode of the Truck Stops Here. I'm your host, Amy Toner. You are listening to NATSO's podcast, The Truck Stops Here. NATSO is the National Association for Truck Stops, and this is one of the many ways that we bring education to NATSO members. Today, we have the distinct pleasure of interviewing Trent Abbott with Jimmie's Auto Truck Plaza. Hi, Trent.
Hey, how are you today? Thank you, Amy, for having us today.
Oh, well, thanks for being on. I was so happy that you guys reached out to us. All right, so let's start from the beginning. Can you set the scene for us and tell us about Jimmie's Auto Truck Plaza?
Yeah, we're a family-owned and operated local ownership truck stop in Madison, Florida, more specifically closer to the town of Lee, Florida. We just have a huge heart to be open and accommodating to truckers and travelers right here on the I-10 interchange here in Madison, Florida.
Now, what offerings do you have? I know you have the restaurant. What else is out there?
We have a full menu sit-down dine-in restaurant. We also have a trucker's lounge with showers. We also offer a truck wash, 9 diesel aisles, and we also have big trucking towing service right here within our company. So we can kind of offer anything that the trucker needs. We have here at the location.
Awesome. Okay, so I was going to ask you how long the truck stop has been in existence and how did it come about? I know you said your grandson, so tell us how it started.
Well, this truck stop, we started in 2003. This is actually our second location. Our first location was at exit 258 for many, many years before we changed it to just a travel center for smaller vehicles. But this location we opened in 2003 there at the Lee exit. So that's how long we've been in service there. But we've been in the truck stop business starting from the first location to this one for 47 years here on the interstate.
How about you? How long have you been working there?
I've been working with the company since I was a kid. I actually started at the first location when I was early teens. I was a dishwasher and a busboy there for that location, and I've worked in our restaurant as a manager and other things within the company.
Awesome. Okay. Do you know how you picked the location for the where you are now?
The location we're at now. Yeah, the location we're at now was originally an old Penn Oil truck stop that had shut down, and the facility come available, and we bought it and started up a second location.
Okay. Yeah, but you guys have truck stops in the blood, it sounds like.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what do you think makes Jimmie's unique?
Our plaza and what makes us unique is the atmosphere. We have a huge emphasis on our customer service and treating people kind of with that down home feeling of kind of like you're here at home. So many times a lot of things with corporate places, you lose that interaction of that atmosphere of feeling like you know somebody. In the years that I've been in the truck stop industry and been around the truck stop, not only have we made friends, or made customers, but we've made friends with a lot of people and a lot of truckers as they come through on the interstate. So that really sets us apart and really makes us unique.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys have mostly truck traffic or local traffic, or is it a mix?
We have mixed. We have some over-the-road truck drivers, then we have some daily haulers that come in every single day, and that's their stop to eat breakfast or to eat lunch. But since the pandemic, we've gained a lot of the over-the-road guys. They have found where we're at, and they have truly started to support us when they figured out what we were and what we serve. So
awesome. Is Jimmie still there, alive with you guys?
Yes, Mr. Jimmie is still in and out of the businesses every day. You can catch him and Miss Latrell dining at the Red Onion almost daily for lunch. That's their lunch spot. So any of the truckers that have stopped in there, they have seen Mr. Jimmie.
I gotcha. Do they have like a favorite meal or?
Well, they love the burgers and they love the home cooked vegetables that we serve every single day. That's their staple. They like the fresh vegetables. The catfish is one that Papa likes also.
That's awesome. Okay, so my next question actually was about it. Tell us about the Red Onion Grill.
Our grill is everything's cooked to order or prepared specials every day. We have something on our special board, whether it's meatloaf, the barbecue chicken, the pork chops. Every single day we have a special on our board. We have fresh vegetables that are cooked daily, just like you would cook them at home. Seasoned just right, that way they taste good. And one of the things that sets us apart as a restaurant, I had an uncle that was an over-the-road truck driver. Him and his wife were team haulers. And they would always get asked, where do you live or where do you come from? He would always tell people, he said, if you think of the greasiest, tastiest burger that you can find anywhere on I-10, that's where I'm from. And everybody automatically knew that was Jimmie's. So our hamburgers we've been in business and selling hamburgers for a long time. So they're really, really good.
Awesome. That sounds great. Do you guys do like takeout too, or is it mostly sit down?
We do sit down and take out, or if anybody is traveling through and they're in a hurry, they can call ahead and have it ready to pick up when they get there.
Awesome. So Latrell said you guys had a fantastic year, which I love hearing that. Can you tell me more?
Yeah, I think our year, I hit on it briefly a while ago that we have picked up business since the pandemic. You know, the pandemic kind of hurt a lot of things, and we're still dealing with some things through the pandemic. But overall, it gave us as a local ownership, local sit-down restaurant the chance to gain some business that maybe we hadn't got to plug into in the past because of some of the bigger chains and them having those fast food places that during the pandemic, they got shut down. There wasn't very many places for truckers to get out and take a rest and sit down and have a meal. And that really helped us being able to be available to those truck drivers and have something to eat and have a place to sit down and sometimes just sit and talk with somebody that's like our great staff to give them a smiling face and get them through those times. And they have really supported us and come back since then. So I really feel like this last year has been great for us, and it all come from just the pandemic and guys not realizing who we were and what we offered them before that. And when we became that only stop between Jacksonville and the West Panhandle in Florida, people really got the opportunity to taste the food, to come and hang out at our location, and they've supported us since then.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, people won't forget that once, I guess things are more open, but you know, that's an important part of your community and being an offering on the road. That's awesome. How has the pandemic changed your business? It sounds like more traffic. Anything else?
Yeah, more traffic. And of course, with just like any other company, we've seen the effects with some of the employees, but for the most part, we've been very blessed that we've kept the good core group of employees that have come to come to work every day with a smile on their face and do their work through it. But it all comes with other factors, with, you know, supply chain issues and food issues. So we do the best we can even through that.
Awesome. All right. Any plans for the future?
Our plan for the future is to continue to offer and be here for the truckers and travelers on the road, to be here and be available. We have a strong we don't close policy. Matter of fact, in the years that I have worked with our company, I can think of one time during a hurricane that we closed the doors. We want to be open and available for everybody that's out on the road. And that's our future plans, is to be there and continue trying to give that good Southern hospitality that I know is lacking in a lot of places.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Before I let you go, I'm going to ask you our fast fill questions, which I like to surprise people with. They're really easy. All right. You ready? Okay. What's your go-to on the road snack?
Go-to on the road snack for me, or for the restaurant in general?
No, for you, Trent.
For me, it would be Fritos Twist, the honey twist. I love those things.
Okay. Do you prefer to ride or drive?
Oh, I prefer to drive.
Okay. Two more. How do you take your truck stop coffee?
I don't drink coffee. I've grew up in the truck stop, grew up in the restaurant business, and I am not a coffee drinker.
All righty. And then the last one is just I'll say it's controversial, but it's not. Is it a truck stop, a travel center, or a travel plaza?
I would say it's a truck stop. We want them to come and stop and have a good time and enjoy a little bit of a break while these guys are working hard on the road. So we want them to come in and stop.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for being on today, Trent.
Thank you, Miss Amy.
Okay. All right. Thanks for listening to today's episode of the Truck Stops Here. You can find us online at www.natso.com/podcast. If you have any questions you'd like answered on the podcast, I hope you'll reach out to me at editor@natso.com. Bye.
The Truck Stops Here was brought to you by NATSO, the association representing truck stops and travel centers. Visit natso.com for more information. The Truck Stops Here is produced by NATSO in collaboration with Human Factor. Producers are Amy Toner and Darren Schulte.